Hey guys, what's up? It's Curtis. So for Valentine's Day, I made a post for my wife. Well, my cousin Madonna actually shared that in the description. It said something to the point of, ladies, don't be discouraged. There's still good men out there. So besides making me feel pretty good about myself, it got me thinking. It's like, I wasn't always a good man. So what makes a good man? Or what makes a good woman? And I was thinking to myself, I was like, when did I transition from this, run-of-the-mill average Joe to what we would consider a good man? And, online, you have all of this garbage. You have all of this bullcrap that's like, how to make a guy love you in 13 days or how to pinpoint the perfect woman on sight. Well, I'm sorry, but if a guy will fall in love with you in 13 days, he'll fall out of love with you in 13 minutes, all right? So it's that surface crap. That's not even really how you do this, right? So at this point, you're probably like, okay, mister, I have all the answers. How do I find this elusive white unicorn, right? Well, the truth is that I don't have all the answers. But what I can tell you is that if you listen to this and you take heed, I promise you it will turn your dating life a complete 180. Like, you won't even realize the amount of stuff that God has in store for you if you listen to this. And a lot of you that view this will take a look at the person that you're with and you will bust a 180 and start running the other direction because you realize that they're not conducive to where God is trying to take you. All right? So first and foremost, I have 2 points this morning. That's all I need because honestly, that's really all it takes. So the first point this morning is know exactly what it is that you want and know exactly what it is that you're praying for. So God is not a mediocre God. He is a God that specializes in blessing and doing amazing things, all right? So stop praying these busted up, mediocre prayers to God. God, I just want a good woman. Lord, he don't got to take care of my children. I can do that. Just let him love me. You might as well be saying, and can I get a hot tub? Be specific when you pray. When I prayed for my wife, I said, God, I want her to cook. I want her to clean. I want her to, be beautiful. I want this. I want that. I want her to take care of herself, be physically fit. I prayed for all these specifications. I prayed for all of this stuff that I wanted because I trusted that God could give me the things that I asked for if I stayed in alignment with His will, right? So my wife does it all. She does it all because that's what I asked for. So I can brag on her. She is a gem to me. She is absolutely amazing, and God wants the same thing for you. So be specific in what you pray for and trust that He can bring that to you. He can give you every little detail that you ask for because He is a detailed God. Whenever He gave directions, whenever He gave instructions, He said, I want you to do it like this. I want you to do it like this. This is exactly what I want. And so if we're made in the image of God, then you are really asked to ask for God's miracles. And so don't limit yourself in this kind of stuff, all right? All that being said, the first thing that I ask God for, the most important thing that you can ask God for when looking for a spouse is, God, I want them to love you more than they love me. And why is this important? This is important because the love of God and the love of man are two completely different things. And you need to know this. You need to know this. So listen to this. Don't miss this, okay? The love of man is watered down and really grossly disgusting, right? My wife, okay, she upsets me. And sometimes she makes me angry. And I know that I am a pro at really working her nerves as well. So the love of man says, you know what? She just made me upset. She just upset me, so you know what? She said something to upset me, so I'm gonna say something back. I am going to, or more or less, I'm not gonna say anything. I'm right, so I'm gonna play the silent treatment. I'm gonna play the silent game, so that she comes to me and she just admits that she was wrong, and I'm just gonna wait here until she comes, right? So is that what Jesus done to you? Is that what He did when He came down here for us? Did Jesus say, you know what? I came down here. They're throwing salt. They're throwing shade all my way. And all I'm trying to do is help these people out. So, and when they can get their stuff together, I'm going to be right over here waiting at the crucifix. I'm just going to be right over here hanging out. And when you guys get ready, you guys can come over here and then we can work this thing out. No, He loved, He pushed towards it, and he accomplished his goal. That's the difference between the love of man and the love of God. The love of God says, you know what? This woman may have just upset you. This guy may have just done something that just really irked your nerves. But the difference is that since this person lives for God, they're going to act like this never happened, and they're going to continue to push, and they're going to continue to make this thing work. And everybody gets weak sometimes. So it's utterly important that your spouse has the love of God in their heart, because the love of man will let you down every single time. All right? Point 2. All right? And please don't miss this, okay? This point is, are you the person that you want to be with wants to be with? All right, I'll say that again. Are you the person that the person you want to be with wants to be with? Okay, so Andy Stanley told a story one time, and I'm sorry, Andy, I'm going to completely butcher this, but it was to the point of there was a girl, right? She liked to party, she liked to hang out and this and that, and, you know, be with her friends, dressed, I don't really know how she dressed, but either way, she was just out there, and she had a run-of-the-mill with all these bad guys, and she just continued to keep getting these bad guys. Well, I think one day her friends invited her to a group or something, and they went out, and there was this guy. I mean, this guy was dreamy. I mean, he was perfect. Perfect hair, you know, perfect speech, you know, he had the love of God in his heart. This guy was the perfect man. So she just dreamed about this guy. This guy was great. She went home and she told her mom in the kitchen, Mom, this guy was amazing. He was perfect. He was this, he was that. And the mom turned around and said, a guy like that is not looking for a girl like you. And I believe the story goes right then she just hit the ground and she just started crying. And she realized that her mother was right. You know, just like you're praying for someone right now, someone is praying for you. You're praying, God, let this person be this, let this person be that. And that person is praying, God, let this person be this, let this person be that. So God may have actually already put you or paired you with that perfect person, but you may have lost that person. You know, that person, you may have looked at that person and said, oh man, I'm reeling this one in. This is a bass right here. This is a good one. And then that person said, oh, I'm reeling it in. I got me a bass. Oh man, you know what? You're not a bass. You're a strong minnow. We're going to throw you out. Hey guys, let's move it and keep fishing. You know, this may have happened to you. So you have to realize that you have to prepare yourself for that person that you want to be with. It doesn't work just one way. All right, love is about sacrifice, and love is about coming together and really just being together and compromising with each other, you know, but all under the love of God. So for women, I just urge you, take a look through Proverbs 31. Proverbs 31 is like explicit directions on how to be the perfect woman. And I promise you, if you heed Proverbs 31 and you look through it, there is not a good man that will pass by you and not realize that you're a good woman. And I mean, guys will literally be fighting to get you. I mean, that's how serious this is. And unfortunately, you know, if you look in churches, the number of women drastically outnumber the number of men. So you'll have, you know, a guy in church, and for every 10 females, there's one man of God. So what does that mean? That means, women, you got to step your game up. Because at this point, I consider myself a good man of God. And in looking for my wife, I didn't want a good woman of God. I wanted the best woman of God. So for every 10 women, I picked the best. So if you want a good, honest to goodness man of God with love in his heart for you that will love only you, you've got to step your game up, because you got to move with the times. And right now, the times are against you. So God has so much in store for you, and he wants to do so much for you. So, you know, I hope this kind of helped you guys out a little bit. The first point being, know exactly what it is that you're praying for. And stop limiting God. God is limitless. You are the limit. So don't limit him. Let him come into your heart and just be specific in what you want. And then the second being, be that person. Be that person that the person you want to be with wants to be with. Because once you guys get together, I mean, you guys have sparks, and it'll be amazing. It's so much more than you guys ever thought possible. Check us out, inspiretour.org. And for more of these, more videos, check out my YouTube channel. And just, we love you guys, and we hope that these dating tips from God helped you guys out. If you have any questions, hit us up. Love you guys.